On December 11th, Dominick Cruz, the former bantamweight champion, looks to get back on the road to gold as he meets Pedro Munhoz. Who are fighters picking in this one? I asked them in my latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
Dominick Cruz, you don't really know. He's been I don't really know what his deal is lately. You always wonder with him, how healthy he is or whatever. Pedro Munhoz has been good, right? I guess I'd probably go with Pedro Munhoz.
That's really tough too, because I'm just not exactly sure where Dom's at. Pedro's has some good momentum behind him. I'm still gonna go with Dominick Cruz though.
I'm just such a huge fan of Dominick Cruz. I'm going to go with, he's probably an underdog, I imagine, but I'm going to go with Dominick.
Ooh, Dominick Cruz or Pedro Munhoz. I think Dominick Cruz.
I'm going to go with Pedro. I mean, Dominick can always get it done. You know, he's very elusive in his movements and things like that, which everyone knows. He can make it kind of grimy, but I think Munhoz might overpower him a little bit.
I'm always a person that picks the vets, you know, Dominick Cruz, I want him to win.
I like Pedro Munhoz, man. I think that Dominick Cruz is really good. I do think that he is starting to slow down a bit. His last fight was against Casey Kenny, and I'm not saying that Casey Kenny isn't a great fighter. I'm not saying that he's not very talented, but he didn't look great in that fight. And you've got to say that Casey Kenny is the worst dude that Dominick Cruz has fought probably in his last 10, because he's just been fighting world beaters his whole career. And I didn't think he looked great. I think that Father Time is finally starting to catch up with him, and I think that Pedro Munhoz is kind of coming into his zone. So I'm going to take Munhoz on that by decision.
I like Dominick Cruz in that he's I think his footwork's going to be too much for Munhoz. Munhoz is pretty much goes straight forward, ducks his head, throws big hooks from both sides, and Dominick Cruz's footwork's going to be too much. I don't see Dominick Cruz getting guillotined. He's too much of a vet for that. I'll take Cruz in that.
I have a hard time picking Dominick Cruz. You know, it's I think a nostalgia thing at that. If he can stay away from the leg kicks of Munhoz, I think he's going to do just fine with his footwork in and out. I probably see Dominick winning decision there too.
Yeah, I like Pedro. His aggressive style, I think can give a lot of problems for Dominick Cruz. He moves a lot, but I think Pedro's pressure is going to be a main key for this one.
That's a good fight. I'm going to have to go with Dom. I love Dom.
Okay.
I have to take him that one.
With that original flow, head kicks with the pros, picks of the fights or anything in the mix. Getting closer to the heart of the flame, bringing conversations with heavy hitting names. You feel the love of the game.